I found all these markers on sale, and so I decided to purchase them. However, they're not paint markers, but I would really like to try them out and see how well they work out. I really got into art when the pop or hip hop culture kind of was very popular. So, like breakdancing and stuff like that. Um, and around that time, graffiti was also like a big thing, and that's what really got me into. I really dug it deep into the art world there. I started uh, practicing with like spray paint and airbrushes, as well as paint markers. Now these are not paint markers, but I'm hoping that with these I can still make a similar graffiti style design, similar to what I used to do in the past, I guess, or maybe not even similar to what I used to do in the past, but just something that's relatable to what really got me deep into art. Every time I grab a marker, I'm like trying to do this. I'm pretty sure that'll ruin them. Paint markers have a marble inside, so when you do this, the paint gets mixed. So I want to do the same thing with these, but it doesn't work out. Okay, so I'm going to use the lightest color in the package that I have, and that's what I'm going to make the, not necessarily outline, but the base of the image. I typically always use the broad tip. Only when I'm doing like details would I be using something that fine. So let's see if I still got it. It's been a minute since I've done any sort of graffiti script or text, I guess. I don't know what you'd call it. I'm not happy with that. Also, I noticed that it goes through the paper, so I need to have different backing for this. And so I don't ruin expensive paper, I'm probably just going to use regular printer paper to practice on real fast, because this is not gonna work. So some printer paper, it's only slightly smaller. Let me see actually. And I got several pages just to make sure it doesn't go through. So it's about 1 inch all the way around. So I think that if I do the text the entire length of this piece of paper, then that should be what I'm aiming for once I actually transfer it to a new piece of this. Maybe I can probably just even leave this on the background and do something on front of it so it looks like old graffiti. I don't know, we'll see. So let's try it again. That's pretty good. So it's just a matter of getting the text a little more divided. So I like this version, or this is at least I've done it many times. So this one's the one that seems to be the best. I don't like that C, but I do like this one. So I'll try to replicate this one more closely to that one on the actual piece. And then other than that, it seems to be okay. I'm going to add a pentagram underneath the eye, so the eye will have the dot, instead of being on top, is going to be on bottom. On the bottom is going to be a pentagram. It's time to do some outlines on this, or not outlines, the 3D, I don't even know what the word is, but 3D, make them look 3D? I don't know. Anyways, that's what I'm going to be doing right now.
So I think I do want some of these letters to look like they're coming in front of the other ones. And so I'm actually going to take this, I really have to think of what the word is. The three-dimensional part of it, the shadow. Anyway, I need to bring that out in front of the letters so it looks like they are coming up uh, in front of one of the other. It's starting to take shape, but I want to add something else to this, so I'm going to think about what to put in these blank spaces here or something else to fill it up with before I actually do the background of the image here. Okay, I've done a couple of outlines, one of her and another one of a half moon with a skull coming out of it. This area over here I'm going to leave blank. Currently, I decided that I wanted to add some highlights, so that's what I'm doing now. Making some yellow highlights right now. In some areas you'll see it a little bit more than others, but it'll give like that faded look. I think I'm going to use black to start doing the background. I think that's the color that I'm going to go with. If I do any other color, it just might be too bright. Okay, the outline is done in black, so at this point it's time to start filling it all in where it's going to be black. So I'm going to try to just kind of avoid this picture and that picture, and but still kind of make it like the background for this. So let's see how that goes. The background's all done, and how I did kind of the edges there, or that the edge all around here is basically I just kind of did strokes like that, and that I ended up with this pattern. It's missing the drips and the paint splatter that you normally see in graffiti now and then, so I'm going to quickly draw that. I'm using the Sharpie to start kind of defining some bats that are here and hopefully grow larger as they go this way. Switched back to this marker and just currently finishing up the last bat. Going over the outside with this purple and deep violet, I should say. That one, if it'll focus. And I messed up right there. A little piece of me wants to cry. It went into her hair somewhat, but hopefully maybe I'll outline her hair and that will not be an issue. But currently just kind of doing this on all the way around. Time to color the moon, several different blues for this one. I made a quick outline with this blue right here, this pastel blue. So now I'm going to incorporate these two. I'm thinking I will do the smaller craters with this color, and then the bigger craters, I'll do them with this color. Yeah, I think that was wrong, so I might have to switch that up a little bit. Let's try just doing it this color. It needs something here.
I'm a little stuck. Let me show you. The moon, it's not blending in with everything else.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the background color here up into the moon, which will kind of be cohesive with this. We have a circle here, we'll have a circle up there. There's no going back now. Nothing that will cover black up. I may be losing my mind, or this marker needs to dry, but I had a couple areas that I wanted to just fill in a little bit more, and as I passed the marker through, now it's darker. I checked all my other markers and none of those colors match that light blue that's originally here. So I have no idea what's going on. I'm hoping that maybe once this like dries, the color will fade. Or maybe since I am by the window, the sun might have hit it this morning and it faded this blue. I don't know. But I checked the video. I'm 100% confident that this was the blue I was using. We'll zoom out. Anyway, after letting it sit for quite some time, the moon seems to have faded the shadow area that I was having not blend back into that color. Seems to have faded now, and it's not as noticeable. So it's still making a shadow, but the change in color is not as noticeable as before. For her skin tone, I'll be using the same color that I used on the inside of these letters. So this blue-gray. I'm going to leave her hair white, so I'm only going to be outlining with black. I wanted to make her lips black. However, I also want her eyes to be black. So this is what I've done. I need to figure out the lips. I want to have her have like this ghoulish look she's got going on. And so I'm not gonna make the lips black. Instead, I'm going to probably add like a greenish, like maybe like this color over here. I don't know. I need to kind of think about it for a few more seconds. I've got a couple of choices here. I can leave her as she is, or I can add some red to her in the sense of like maybe cuts of blood somewhere. Maybe I should color in her dress or her shirt first before I move on to whether she needs blood or not. I'm first going to outline her dress, this color, this black. Compared to the rest of the picture, her hair needs something. It like needs like texture or some color or something like that. I don't know that it can just be solid white. However, I don't want to use any colors that I've used on her. I never said I was going to resort to only one specific medium. And unfortunately, I don't have the gray that I needed for this, so I used a pencil. No cool outro or anything like that because I'm going to leave this like this. I might have some changes coming soon, and so it's best that my new artwork doesn't get framed or anything like that. So for now,
Thanks for watching, and until the next one.